fee, it's easy to try, risk-free. See why Fit Food Fresh is the highest-rated meal plan in South Florida. Visit Fit Food Fresh at fitfoodfresh.com or give them a call at 866-600-4778. That's 866-600-4778.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Welcome to the Debra Tendrich Show, where we connect the dots between community, health, and business. The more change we create, the more change we inspire. So let's get this community healthy. This show is brought to you by Eat Better, Live Better, a nonprofit organization whose mission is to help prevent, reduce, and reverse childhood obesity. With over 12 million children and over 78 million adults suffering from this epidemic and poor eating habits, EBLB is dedicated to reducing those numbers and creating permanent change and a long-lasting positive impact in the community. For more information, visit eblb.org. Now sit back and enjoy the show. Hello. I think my daughter's microphone is blocking my face. But anyways, this is the Debra Tendrich Show, and you're tuning in. And this is Debra Tendrich. I am here with Will Romelis and also Pierce Herman and my beautiful daughter, Amira. In case you haven't listened to my show before, I have a nonprofit that fights childhood obesity. And the reason why I'm so passionate about fighting childhood obesity is because I myself was an obese child, became an obese adult, and in 2013, I lost 70 pounds. When I lost the 70 pounds, my daughter had to become healthy along with me. And in that path, which is why we're here today, why she's here today with me, she is also having to be a very healthy child because of myself and has learned to enjoy it and appreciate it. And she's here. September is National Childhood Obesity Awareness Month.
Yes.
So Will and I are both huge advocates of fighting childhood obesity. He's the executive director of Digital Vibes,
Yes.
which also fights childhood obesity through movement. And Pierce is an amazing kid. Or adult now.
Adult now. As of 2 weeks adult.
He just turned into a man.
Okay. Well, happy belated birthday, man.
Oh, thank you.
He just turned into a man, but he actually is going to talk a little bit about his transformation of being an obese child too, and he lost 55 pounds in his teenage years. Oh. I lost a 70. I think cumulatively in this room we've lost about what's 70?
I'm not too good at math.
135 pounds.
130, yes.
Yeah, that's how much I weigh now. Before we jump into this, I actually wanted to talk about the other day I was on my phone and I got a call. I said, hold on. I clicked over and I get this call from Tampa. The next day I got a call from Texas, and then I got a call from a student from FAU because they actually found me on Google.
Okay.
So what's happening is I was adopted by a nonprofit. I was actually adopted by 10 Golden Rules, which is a digital marketing service. And I'm so excited because the way that they handle the SEO and get your name out there on Google and redevelop my website and everything, they have really gotten my stuff on Google top searching. So I really, really recommend them. If anyone knows or needs some SEO, digital marketing, or any kind of web development, call 10 Golden Rules. Their website is 10goldenrules.com. But I really wanted to just say a special thank you because they have really, really helped me on Google. And I had to brag about them for a second. So, Amira. Okay, so we're going to be on the radio now. Just so you know, Amira, how old are you?
8.
And when's your birthday?
March 28th.
Who's the best mom in the world?
You.
See, she knows all of these answers, and it's amazing. Will, can you tell me a little bit about, do you remember how we met?
Oh man,
I have no idea.
Yeah, it was so many years ago, right?
It was like a year ago.
Yeah.
Where did we meet?
I believe we met at the stakeholder appreciation breakfast that we hold at the...
Oh, yeah, I crashed his breakfast. So a friend of mine, Kona Ice, Cam from Kona Ice, he said, you know what, you really need to meet Digital Vibes. They fight childhood obesity, and since you started this nonprofit, you guys definitely need to meet. And he's like, they know you're coming, but you're not really like they're not appreciating you, but you can still show up. So I showed up, and I met with Quinn, she just now moved, but Will and I, we have such synergy between like what he does and what I do. And you met Pierce. You actually met him the first time, I think.
I believe at the all-white party.
Yeah, my all-white party at Trainer Space.
That was so much fun, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, it was really impressive, the whole venue that they had going on.
It was beautiful. Like, the people had fun. It was just an amazing, amazing event. We raised a lot of money. And Will, they led, like, the group and, like, dance, and it was just a lot of fun.
Right. I mean, that's the key thing about what we do is, we pretty much tricking everyone to do exercise. Little do they know they come into an all-white party and they get an exercise done. They didn't expect that, did they?
No, they didn't. You should see, like, they were having so much fun. They said they've never danced that much at an event in Boca Raton.
Right. That's with exercise, that's the cool thing about it. You have to make it fun. You have to make sure that the fun factor remain valid, or else it's gonna be people are gonna get tired of it and things like that. And that's what we do. We try to make it as much fun as possible and get people engaged and so on and so forth. Are you enjoying yourself there? Look at this.
My daughter, by the way, Amira, we're also you can actually watch us live streamed on my public figure page, Debra Tendrich, on Facebook. So my daughter is fixing her hair in the camera. For those who are just listening, it's actually pretty cute. If you guys do have a question, those listening, you can call in at 888-565-1470. Again, 888-565-1470. So Pierce is not only an impressive kid because he lost so much weight and he literally did this whole life change, but he's also an impressive photographer. So Will and I do a lot. This is like us connecting the dots to like get you more involved with your photography. So Will and I do a lot of things together in the community centers as far as like nutritional education, and Will then has a dance aspect where he basically gets the kids moving and tricks them into doing fitness. And we're going to need your services.
Oh yeah, I can definitely do it for such a good non-for-profit. Actually, what I do with my business is for any non-for-profits, I do all photography free of charge because I just like giving back. And what I believe is like even if you don't have the money, you can still give back if you offer a service. So with me, that's photography. Right. So for multiple charities, I do all of their photography, and it just makes you feel good to help out non-for-profits.
And not only that, if, let's say, I found him some business, then the nonprofit that referred him the business, he donates 10 to 20%, I guess.
I donate 20%.
20% back to the charity just for the referral. Yeah. And he's incredible, and he's a college student, and he's like a success story, and he's amazing. Seriously. So can you tell us a little bit about your transformation?
Yeah, so at my heaviest, I was about 200 pounds. I've lost about 55 pounds. But so what happened is I always it was like at the back of my head, I thought it was just baby weight. I thought, I'm going to lose it. But what I realized is I had to lose it on my own. So it all started with my mother just going and telling me, hey, I support you if you want to continue being overweight. I'm not going to disown you. But if you want to, you can lose the weight. We can do it. And then what I thought, honestly, is that it was overwhelming. I thought it wasn't going to happen. Because I know saying losing 55 pounds, that just seems like something that can't be achieved. But in fact, it can. So what my mom did is she first said, Pierce, why don't you lose 10 pounds? And then after that, it was 15, 20, 25, 30, and then so on. And what I saw is my self-esteem.
Don't swallow the whole sandwich. You have to take one small bite at a time.
So if you're trying to get someone to lose weight, don't go and say, hey, you got to lose 60 pounds. Just say, hey, why don't you try losing 5 pounds? And even what I noticed is my taste buds changed. So instead of me craving a fried chicken sandwich, I'll be craving a grilled chicken sandwich or a Caesar salad, which still is not that healthy, but better than French fries.
Yeah, so we'll still you and I will talk about your diet a little bit more because I really have, actually, my daughter, she could probably give you guys some advice on healthy eating. So, Amira.
Yeah, please give us some advice.
Can you give, because you're 8 years old, right? Mm-hmm. You have to say yes or no.
Yes.
So, okay, so being 8 years old, was it hard when I made you transform your diet into a healthy one?
Not really.
Because I made you eat healthy, right?
You forced me to.
Yeah, I forced you to. Right. So, for instance, what did I pack you for lunch today?
You packed me vegan meatballs.
Which are made, just so you guys know, they're made out of chickpeas and quinoa. And with that, we also have like a healthy tomato sauce with all natural ingredients, vegetables, garlic, everything. And we threw in red, yellow, green peppers and onions. And what else, baby?
And you gave me some onions in it.
Yeah, but didn't you also have the salad?
Yeah.
And what kind of salad was that?
A salad?
With kale. What else was in it? Quinoa?
Yeah, onions and peppers.
And what was your favorite dressing?
Oil.
It's olive oil and lemon, right?
Lemon.
So olive oil and lemon juice. And it's a really natural way to season and flavor your food. And even the olive oil and lemon juice is amazing. If you just get quinoa and like steam some broccoli and put that on top, that goes on everything. Right. And for dessert, you had strawberries
And dark chocolate almonds.
Cashews today. Yeah, so dark chocolate covered cashews. So not to say that you can't have dessert, but it's just a different type of dessert. That's a more natural, low sugar, very clean eating. And so we don't deprive her of sweet snacks and things like that, but she doesn't crave, like, are you interested in eating fast food anymore?
Not really.
No. No. She's now 8 years old and she looks at pizza and mozzarella sticks like it's disgusting because she knows what it does to your body.
Right.
I mean, once you find out what these foods actually do to you, doesn't it kind of turn you off from wanting to eat them?
Yeah, it does. Like, I don't know, for me personally, like, I used to, like, walk into Popeye's fried chicken and, like, just love the smell of it. And
that was my most favorite.
It was really good. But then, like, I believe about 3 weeks ago, I walked in there and I came out and I just felt sick to my stomach. Like, I didn't even, like, finish eating my food. I just went instead and made myself a grilled chicken breast. Like, I just noticed it completely changed my taste buds. What else changed was, like, my self-esteem. So, like, while I was overweight in high school, like, I would never go and talk to people. I did not have too many friends. Public speaking, none of that was, like, my forte. But once when I lost the weight, I noticed my self-esteem increased. I no longer felt like people were looking at me for being the fat kid in the room. So, like, if someone told me that I'd be talking on a radio show right now, about 3 years ago, and I was overweight, I'll tell them they're crazy.
And now, what I always want to bring up is just the difference in treatment that you get when you're overweight than when you're actually fit, and you show that you care about your body and your health. Because what's really significant is even people treat you different, whether they realize it or not. I don't know if his teachers did it purposely, but Pierce also mentioned, like, his teachers even treated him different when he was overweight. And these are things that kids suffering from childhood obesity are going through on a day-to-day basis, and they don't have to.
Yeah, like, I had various teachers that would discriminate against me because it was discrimination. Like, they'd not talk to me because I'm not fit. Like, they would not help me with my work. They'd kind of just, like, let me just do my own thing, not help. And, like, I don't know, I just didn't like it, and it kind of made me feel worthless. And what I noticed is once when I lost the weight, those teachers would actually start talking to me or go, "Oh my God, you lost all of that weight," and they thought of me in a whole different way.
Well, I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Will's proud of you.
Same
Amira,
here. Same
are you
here.
proud of Pierce?
Absolutely.
Childhood obesity. It's not. It's not just your problem. It's not my problem. It's not. Just your problem. It's everybody's problem. We can prevent that. It can be prevented, and you are a prime example of that. And I salute you for not letting your peers discourage you, and look at you. You're looking great, man. Congratulations again. Yeah.
Do you have a tip, like something that could maybe someone who is a little bit scared of the transition or not feeling sure about the being submerging himself into a healthy lifestyle or switching over, do you have like a tip or word of advice from your own experience?
Yeah, just start out small. So for like 1 week, cut out anything fried and then the next week, like, limit your sweets, because I used to have like 4 or 5 cookies a day, and when I was going on my weight loss, I would only have like 1 cookie every 2 days. And then after that, just slowly, like, try to get these aspects of your life that are unhealthy, like, get them out. So, like, I believe, like, 3 weeks into my weight loss journey, I started walking. So, like, I would walk about, like, 5 miles a day, and I actually found it therapeutic. So, like, now if I ever have, like, a hard load and, like, been studying for about 12 hours straight, I go for a walk, and it just clears my mind.
He's going to be a doctor. He's super impressive. Like, I'm so proud of him. But you know what kills me about being a doctor is so many doctors will not mention nutrition because they look like hypocrites because they are overweight themselves. So for them to actually talk about nutrition being a big paramount part of their medical conditions, they're not even mentioning it. So don't be that doctor.
Trust me, I won't.
I know you won't. You're going to be like, look at my before and after. I can make you like this. He's so proud. I'm so proud of him because I have the same pride in my transformation.
Right.
People who transform and make that shift, it does something to you, you know. So Will.
Yeah, and another thing to share too is as far as childhood obesity, there's a behavior that's really good, which is recommended by U.S. Department of Health. It's 5210. It's I think it's a great strategy. Pretty much the 5210 means that to eat at least 5 fruits and vegetables on a daily basis, and the 2 is to limit the amount of time that you spend in front of the TV or screen time and things like that up to 2 hours, and then
that's still too much.
It's still too much,
unless you're in front of the TV and you're standing up and you're walking in place, you're running in place, you're doing push-ups during commercial break.
Right. I mean, doing it the whole, like, 2 hours sitting there, it's too much. But, you know, like 10 minutes here, 20 minutes there or whatnot. And I like the idea as far as adding the physical activities into it. Right. And the other one is the one is to do at least an hour of exercise on a daily basis, at the very least an hour. And then the 0, you know, it's cut the sugar down to 0.
Yep.
You know, if I truly believe, you know, if anyone live by that standard, it's gonna help decrease the whole childhood obesity rate and so on and so forth.
You know what I love about Will's program and why I'm always trying to include him in every single thing I do. I'm always like, I got this. Can I bring you good? Right?
Right.
I'm always trying to bring him to everything. Like we have this event, Elevate on September 14th. Hopefully this hurricane doesn't, you know, mess with our events and everyone here in Florida. Prayers your way, our way, my way too, because I live here. But assuming that there's no destruction, so September 14th, they're like, do we have a DJ? Well, Will's like the best DJ ever. Digitalvibes.org, you know, VIBEZ, Digital Vibes with a Z at the end, not an S. .org, and. You know, he does. That's a fundraiser for his nonprofit to help fight childhood obesity in the community centers. They do DJ at like events to raise money so they can pay for their program in the community centers.
Right.
And so, you know, I'm one of the beneficiaries for that event through Sunny. It's Elevate with the 8 TE. ELEV8. TE. Right. Elevate. Right. Sunny Arfa and Stephanie Hosey, they're putting on that event. And it's amazing, you know, like, but now Will and I are both going to be exposing our fight of childhood obesity at the event. So people can bring us in to benefit from the event, to showcase his DJ skills, and he can accommodate any group, any venue, he can even bring his own dancers, and they can get the party like going and getting it very interactive like he did at the all-white party.
Right.
So it's really, really exciting, you know, what we can do. And Amira, do you have any tips for people who are for kids, you know, trying to get healthy?
Yes, I do.
You have to talk into the mic, babe.
Yep.
Can you tell us?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
So,
are you nervous?
No.
Okay, well, tell us, babe.
So, you should never eat pizza because it could make you have a heart attack. The cheese.
Right. So I think I told this on my last show, but it's my show, so I can say the same story every time if I want to.
Right.
So
It's your show, Debra.
it's my show. Do you remember, Amira, when I came to your school and I brought you the quinoa salad and the cucumber and the tomatoes and then
Yes.
the fruit, the yellow watermelon? Have you seen yellow watermelon before?
Yeah.
They have yellow watermelon. It's
I
so
didn't know
cool.
that.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah, she thought it was
Pineapple.
Yeah, and then you're just like trying. It's like this is like weird a watermelon.
Right. So, but I'm watching the kids, even one of your best friends, like they're having these trays full of fried mozzarella sticks and marinara sauce, juice, right? So I look on the menu, on the school menu, and the fried mozzarella sticks are considered a grain and a protein because, of course, the mozzarella sticks are breaded, hence the grain, and the cheese is the protein. Then the marinara sauce is a vegetable, even though tomatoes are a fruit. So I'm thinking, like, thank goodness that I brought her lunch. But that's what these kids are subjected to.
Right.
And so my daughter made a very good point. Pizza has the cheese, which, is disgusting. Like, cheese is probably one of the worst things you can have. And so, Amira, you have sinus problems, right?
Yes.
So we went vegan like 3 weeks ago, and so no meat, no dairy, no eggs. Since then, haven't you seen like an improvement in your sinus issues?
Yes, a lot.
Yeah, so like her sinuses are almost cleared up by just removing dairy out of the diet.
Wow.
Like, people don't understand that food is your medicine and it's also your disease. So you can eat to feed your disease or you can eat to fight it, which is why I'm always going to support you, Will, and Pierce. We've earned Pierce's support because we're conquering and battling what he accomplished, like what his achievement.
Right.
Like this whole room, my daughter had to transition at 4, and your daughters are so lucky to have you because you're going to keep them active. You're going to keep them moving. I have to
Right.
work on your diet a little bit, but but yeah. Okay,
Yes.
so we have, I think, like 5 minutes left.
Yeah, it's about 5 minutes. Let me go ahead and chime in and share this with everyone. There's lots of organization out there that's doing so many great things. I'd like to highlight Quantum Foundation for their continuous support and promoting fitness and wellness. We host this huge Kids Fit Gymathon annually, and Debra, you were part of it this
I
year.
co-hosted the contest, the dance contest.
Right. So with that, the Kids Fit Gymathon, it's a huge fitness and wellness concert, where we have the DJ, the audio sound, the premium sound, and all those great things, to all of the kids, they're having a blast, dancing, and we had lots of interactive games. But when it's all said and done, it's they're getting their physical activity done and so on and so forth. So Quantum have been sponsoring that event over the years. We appreciate their sponsorship, and we also have Palm Healthcare, which has been supporting that huge event as well. And Palm Healthcare is doing this great thing they've been doing over the years. Let's Move. It's the Michelle Obama initiative, and they brought it to Palm Beach County. And they make it a county-wide effort where they have different teams. Last year they logged in over 10 million minutes of physical activities and so on and so forth. And we also
Let's
have
double it next year.
Right, that's the goal.
Let's double it.
That's the goal. And we have Community Foundation, which give us a grant where we work with.
Me, and the Diabetes Coalition.
Right, we partner up with this grant, and it was great. The kids get a lot out of it because we have Eat Better, Live Better. We have Diabetes Coalition and Digital Vibes, and we also had Crazy Games, all join force and provide a 6 weeks wellness workshop.
If someone wants to reach out to you and either bring you for DJ, bring you into a community center, have you at a school, how can they reach you?
Yes, it's very easy. The number is...
Or call me, and I'll get you in touch with him. But if you don't want to call me, call Will directly. I'm not a secretary, but I will definitely connect the dots.
It's number I could be reached at is 561-244-9983, and the website is digitalvibes.org. Once again, digitalvibes with the Z.org. That's how it could be reached, and check us out.
Yeah, and Pierce, if someone wanted to get you your inspirational story or to be a photographer, how can they reach you?
Just give me a call or text me, and I should reply within the day. My phone number is 561-376-5716. Or you could also just go and email me through my website, www.pthphotography.com. And like, even if like you want me to speak about losing my weight, whatever, just shoot me an email or call me.
And everyone knows Debra Tendrich. You can call me at 678-428-3370.
Right.
Go to my website, eblb.org, which stands for eatbetterlivebetter.org. I'll see you at all my events. And Amira, how can people reach you? I'm just kidding. Call me if you want to talk to her.
let me close out my point real quick with mentioning all those different organizations like United Way, Primetime. All of those are different organizations that join forces to in a betterment of the community, and lots more other organizations. My point with that is because Palm Beach County is number 7th, the 7th healthiest county in the whole state of Florida. Which is great. So all those different organizations working together, now we
get more done when we join forces.
Exactly.
So please help us connect the dots, get the community healthier. I'm going to cut you off for like 10 seconds. And we really appreciate you listening. And just basically help fight childhood obesity with us. Digital Vibes, Eat Better, Live Better, and all these other foundations that are really making a difference in the community.
Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you for listening to the Debra Tendrich Show, where we are connecting the dots between community, health, and business. This show is brought to you by Eat Better, Live Better, a nonprofit organization that is on a mission to help prevent, reduce, and reverse childhood obesity. Because change inspires change, the more change we create, the more change we inspire. So let's get this community healthier together. Visit eblb.org for more information. Thank you, and we look forward to having you tune in next week. Same time, same place.